Welcome to the Lionsgate activation of 2026, 8826. Triple eights. 8 is the infinity symbol. So it is the infinity of potential, the infinity of reminding you of who you are at your core, at your essence. We're being welcomed by the Abundance Angels. I've been working with them for a couple of days now. Why? I've noticed a lot of people are asking for abundance, but abundance isn't necessarily financial, but abundance in being supported by life, belonging, abundance in love, abundance in peace right now, of finding that still point within. Abundance in flow. Yes, abundance in security and economics. Of course. So we have the abundance angels. There isn't celestials. I was going to say, are there any Lionsgate deities? No, there's the celestials are coming in to support. The Father Son, thank you, welcome. Of course, Divine Mothers in all their glory, all her omniscience, elements from earth, of course, fire, welcome. Starting off our session by physicalizing the sacred space, chanting the sound of Om 3 times as we do this. The vibration of your voice, which is why we're speaking it into the sacred record, pulls the sacredness of this 0 point energy into your physicality. 3 deep breaths in, and sound of Om in the out breath. First breath in. Second breath in. And the third breath in. Deep resonance in this field. Deep resonance. Sacredness, grace. In this sacred space, we call upon the highest light, Divine Mother Source, and the guidance of our own spirit. We release all expectations placed upon this path. We release all attachments, old identities, old stories, and old versions that no longer serve who we came here to become. We release the resistance, specifically the blind spots, the shadow spots, sides we're not seeing, and we trust ourselves implicitly through this change. We have faith that we meet uncertainty and the unknown with grace. We call back our vision. Call back our power. We ask for discernment. We call back our creative force. And we open to possibilities, new opportunities, and new ways to align with spirit. We trust the timing of the journey because this conditional human mind always wants to put boundaries. So we trust the flow and the sacred unfolding of our life's path as it is. Let every encounter, every opportunity, and every unexpected turn guide us towards greater truth and fulfillment. Let life realign itself around the highest good. From this day forward, we walk with trust, openness, and courage. Our truth is our essence, and our essence is one unified spirit. We are aligned. We are guided, and we are on the highest path. We greet the great star Sirius, beacon of return. We greet the sun and the guardians of the path, keepers of ancient wisdoms, mirrors of our courage, of our heart, guiding us way home, as above, so below, as within, so without. Let our intentions be tangible form, to hear the way it sounds as you speak it, to feel the way it makes your heart beat. Let your vision for its fulfillment be complete, and align ourselves with it, with the good of all things and the great knowing of the universe. Finally, we release it all to Mother Source, great mystery, holding fast to the vision, knowing it will be answered. We let go into trust. It will happen. It is happening. It's here. We rise, we remember, we return. By the light, in this Lion's Gate portal, under the great star with the fire of sun. And so it is. So it is, so it is. So opening up space for you to read your intention. Take your time, feel it, see it, know it. Okay. So it is, so it is, so it is. There's a special blessing coming in from angels of abundance, Angel Jophael, angels working very deeply with humans right now. Please, they're saying, please ask us. Okay. So this has happened before. It's happening here now. You're all getting an angel in your spine, whether it's your own personal angel that you work with all the time, but they're coming into your form to guide you through the session. I don't know why. And so on the count of 3, they're going to come into your form, through your crown, into your head, down into your heart. And so you may feel them enter. They're only going to be with you during this session. And as soon as the session over, they will depart from your physical form. But again, because we called them in the beginning, we acknowledge them. They're coming into your personal forms to enhance whatever it is that's preparing you for what you asked for. And so they're coming into your form on the count of 3, 2, 1. And to me, it feels like home. I work with the angels at well. I work with the angel Jophael all the time. So just notice. Maybe there's a sense of calmness that has entered, a sense of stillness, a sense of peace. Beautiful. Welcome, angels. So this is something different. They're all linking up. Well, they're all linked together anyway. We're all linked together in this group field, but they're all linking up to create a sacred geometric grid. I've never quite seen this before, but all bets are off. Remember, we're in a stage of evolution. We are doing something that humanity hasn't done before. Well, that we know have. Definitely in our lifetime, in the past couple thousand years, maybe years past it was done, tens of thousands of years ago. But right now, this is brand new. We're coming into a new form. We're moving out of something that is really stagnant and toxic and opening the door to something true and divine. And so sacred geometry is coming back in full force. And so the angels in your system are all linking together in a sacred geometric form. I'm trying to see what it is. They're not showing me. Maybe a flower of life, maybe. It's not Metatron's cube. I think it's a flower of life. Could be the tree of life, world tree. Whatever they're creating, it's a sacred geometric form that's holding its own resonance. So the angel within you is linking up and lighting up, kind of like you've seen those drones in the sky that form patterns. They're forming a grid within the circle that's going to amplify, strengthen, it's going to work with you personally in a much deeper level, kind of like as if you were in a choir. You singing alone, beautiful voice. You singing in a choir, magnificent sound, fuller, the scope of it, the range, right? So there's a choral group, a chorus of angels linking up just for the purpose, whatever it is you asked for, whatever it is that is being asked on this auspicious night of potential and manifesting intention. Wow, this is a first. Personal angels have come into people's systems, but this new sacred geometric form is new. Yeah, so they're saying it amplifies the intentions of what you're doing and links it up into a universal intention, because the people who are showing up here, the people who are listening to the replay, it's not a coincidence, right? It's not a coincidence that we're gathering together in this unique form, not just for Earthwork, but for your own personal self-development, your own personal journey. Thank you. Feels very grace-filled. I don't know about you. There's just so much grace present. Okay, it took a little bit to complete. So now I'm going to take a moment, because this is, again, every time something new is introduced into the field or into a group, I have to get my bearings, because I'm part of the group as well as a play-by-play announcer. And so as the play-by-play announcer, it's like Zoom. When Zoom updates its platform, all of a sudden the buttons that I used to use have all changed, and they're all in different places. And I'm like, oh, where's that button again? And I look so silly looking for it. But, we're creatures of habit, even in the sacred, even in the metaphysical. So the field shifted. We've got this sacred geometric form that is permeating the field. It's lighting it up. And the way I navigate is different. The way I see, the way I sense. Okay. So they're just shifting my ability to discern and see. There we go. So the sacred geometric form that's been created is allowing us all to access the 0-point field. So the 0-point field is a vacuum, right? 0-point field is pure potential. It's pitch black darkness. It's the void of creation. It's where, life is created in a womb, in darkness, in pure darkness. The void of pure potential is also darkness. People go into the darkness and they get disoriented because they're looking for something to orient themselves to, some structure, and none exists here. So it can often be frightening, but it's not. It's pure potential. So this grid is creating structure for your access to the 0 point field of pure potential. Why? This is something, it's going to be public. So this is a manifesting booster, amplifier. This is something you can return to again and again and again. Because all of you, what we were talking about is, here's my desire source. Here's what I need. I know what I need, but I can't quite get there. And so this is the answer. Instead of saying, hey, person 1, you need this, we're going to answer that. Hey, person 3, this is what you're asking for, so we're going to look at this. It's giving you a one-size-fits-all. This is a manifesting amplifier, so that when you go back and listen, you can plug in your next intention. And here's my suggestion. Make it crisp, make it crystal clear. We were all talking about something that was the resistance, something hidden, something we know we needed, but we couldn't quite access. Instead of creating an intention that is broad and includes the world and includes these platitudes and includes these beautiful intentions of peace, get really specific, get honest, get real, right? And say, hey, source, in order for me to be in the flow, to be in alignment, what's in my way? And this is going to boost and amplify and take you there. Isn't that wonderful? It's like, ask and ye shall receive. So they're forming this structure right now, this sacred geometric structure, to be a one-size-fits-all. So we just need to let it form. And then we'll see where it takes us today. And that includes, I just asked the angels, and that includes the angel. So the next time you use this, another angel is going to pop in. And it may be a different angel because, again, your future self already knows what you're going to ask. So it may be a different angel. We had a whole team of abundance angels, and whatever angel you needed for whatever you asked for came into your system. And the next time you use it, make it a different angel in accordance to what that request is going to be. So I'm just going to put in all these structures of support. If you've worked with me before, you know I work multidimensionally. When you work multidimensionally, you have to realize how complex your system is. It's hard to imagine from a 3D form how everything is interconnected to everything else, past, present, and future, into the universe and beyond. So it's complex. And so when we ask for something, there is a specific structure to that. And so we put in structures to map that intention. And so this intention is to create this grid, this sacred geometry that's going to boost whatever your request is. There we go. And I know some of you picked a thread for your intention that has several intentions in it. For the next few minutes, I want you to focus on just one thing you asked for. Why? Focused intention is powerful. That's why groups in prayer are so successful. They've mapped it. HeartMath has mapped it. The TM meditation in the 70s mapped it. It's known force that when you focus your intention on an intention, magic miracles happen. So pick one. Just pick one. Visualize it in your mind. Feel it. Just one. I know you want to ask for the world, but this is something you can repeat. So you can go back and pick another one. And the human mind wants to say, but I want it all. Source says, well, of course you can have it all, but be patient. Infinite you is eternal. Step back. Patience is a virtue that says, here's one thing. So you got it? You got the one thing? Good. All right. So we're going to open up 0-point grid that we just created, source created, angels created, the group created. And let it manifest. I'm probably not going to speak because for each of you, although I get the sense of, honestly, and this shouldn't surprise anyone, I get the sense of what most of you asked for is somewhat similar to each other. But I'm just going to let it be mystery. And I'm going to do general clearing underneath what you asked for. I get the sense of what it is, but again, I'm not going to speak it, so the next time you listen, it's going to be another general clearing. Ooh. It's heaviness, it's conflict, it's tension in the body. In the spirit. And that really is the gist of it, right? When you look at energy as a flow, you can see it as a river. You drop a big giant rock into it, what happens to the flow of the river? It gets diverted. It has to go around it. It's not flowing straight or smoothly or with the power that it should have. And so conflict and tension for whatever it is that you ask for, it's going to be natural. So we're just going to clear whatever that dissonance is. And it's something unpleasant. It shouldn't surprise any of us here. We're kind of pulling away the karmic webbing of it. Like it's sticky, like it's stuck. Some of you described stuckness, or even just lack of motivation, and that's what this is. Think of it like sticky webbing that gets in the way of you knowing what you want to do and actually doing it. And also, thank you, the emotionality attached to it. We all have stories attached to it that have been conditioned. You know, if you want this, your mind says, well, you need this. And so the Buddhism, all sorts of philosophies and modalities we study has said suffering is attached to expectation. Those are the stories we tell. Where those expectations come from are conditioned consciousness that say, as a human, A, B, C, D. Which isn't true. It's a human story concocted for various reasons, depending on where that story comes from. In our youth, stretching back into the genetics, karmic imprints, out in the influence of human consciousness that we're swimming in. All of it affects who we are, what we believe, our psyche, our personality, our triggers, our reactions. And we're learning to let it all go in the midst of this magnificent, horrific time where the earth is doing the same thing. So imagine the chaos, the turmoil. It's not just you anymore. Before, when we were doing this conscious work, it's usually just us. Now everyone's doing it, and so the chaos is creating more chaos. And so grounding in uncertainty, being present in stillness is harder. That's why I get up at the crack of dawn. It's actually somewhat quieter than the rest of the day. So this dissonance is being cleared. Oh. Like sticky tar paper, like fly paper, like molasses, like, I said tar paper, like tar. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to bring in collective unconscious timeline and clear them. Remember when I told you dimensionally there's all these structures? These are certain structures that are typically people aren't aware of because they're dimensional. They're names that if I said you probably wouldn't understand, but they're part of the energetic system that holds things in place. Like reality streams, choice points. In accordance to what you personally need to shift, that dissonance, that stuckness, that glue. There's elements of that are like pins to a wall, right? So you've got this framework of the wall. How does the wall hold up? It's nailed, it's screwed, it's got joints that create the hinge. What if we pulled the pins out of all of them? What happens? Ooh, the wall falls down. That's how easy it is. Now, to intend, to harness the divine, to harness this sacred geometric grid of manifesting potential. I'll see if I can get a picture of it. It's not showing it to me. It looks like, again, the flower of life, but we'll see if what manifests near the end. There we go. And now the second part of this equation is collective conscious conditioning. So these are the things you probably relate to that we all talked about when we were sharing what our challenges and struggles are, or even the good parts of our life. This is how we identify. This is how we position ourselves. That went really quickly. Now we're going to bring in the fun part. Others call this quantum time jumping. I've been doing this forever. Some call it rifting. We're going to bring in the potential of you that already exists, that has mastered what it is that you released. Source knows, you know. See if you can sense into what's being illuminated without me having to guide you. This is for you and you alone, for your awareness. And you might not have the clarity right away. It might just show up. A couple of days down the road, you might just notice things are easier, calmer, more clear. So this quantum time jumping is bringing in your full self that is mastered, cleared, transformed, everything related to what you asked for. And it creates a map, a blueprint, like a landing strip for you to follow. Call this universal timelines. Because we're picking a timeline of you that's already done this, bringing it in. Like an overlay, like a map, like a blueprint. And there it's arrived. So it's not showing me a clear cut, but what I will tell you is it leads you straight home to your authentic self. So it may feel stabilizing, may just feel peaceful, may feel clear, may feel embodied, grounded. So what's arriving is a piece of you that is coming into its authenticity. What does that mean? Well, what's falling away is the illusion of you, the separation of you that was conditioned to be something different than your whole self, than your authentic self, than this piece that is coming in. And this is a blueprint, remember. So it's going to invite you, it's going to add weight, it's going to add more distinction and dynamics to how you progress forward. What a gift. Beautiful. We're going to add awakening structures here. Awakening structures just deepen the sense of this authentic piece of you arriving to lead your way, to guide your way, show you, you. I always add diamond light crystals. Diamond light crystals are auxiliary high frequency that support your system in key areas, like little diamonds. Because we're all moving from organic form into crystalline. Plasmas coming in from the sun. The metaphysical you is waking up. It's recharging. It's evolving. It can be uncomfortable. It can be disorienting. It can be enlightening, and everything in between. So swan medicine flying in their beautiful wings of light and love. Swan medicine is the bridge from you to the divine, from form to spirit. It works beautifully for integration because it takes the high coherence of this authentic you and says, what needs to integrate to match that? Thank you, Swan, messengers of the divine, shape shifters, bridges. Swan medicine, integrating the brain, the nervous system, in all aspects of you. It does it effortlessly because it holds up this coherence of authentic you and says, what doesn't match? Let's integrate it. Different parts of the brain, the chakras, the energy bodies. Organs. Physical body, especially, I have a sense that some physical body work was being done. Pathways. These are like puzzle pieces coming back into form. Because when we work multidimensionally, what you ask for is removing something, changing the shape of something else. Remember, everything fits together in structure, right? Metaphysically, you are a multidimensional being existing on all planes simultaneously, and so there's structure to that. And we just went in and we changed some aspect of it, and so your system is kind of struggling. This is why you feel so disoriented after you have deep shifts. But right now we're addressing that. We're saying, hey, puzzle piece, where do you need to come back into place after we've rearranged you? So we're going into the cells, cellular function, cellular consciousness. The genetics. There's a lot of happiness here because all these physical, metaphysical aspects of you want to come home. That's your natural origination, is wholeness. Everything in separation is the toxicity, is the imbalance. It wants to come home to itself. So it's like magnets sliding into place. Integrating the intelligence systems, the life fields, your etheric body, interesting. Biochemistry. There's a lot being done to the biochemistry right now within the cultural programming. Social media is messing with your dopamine and cortisol, just hit after hit after hit in various ways. Disconnecting, I would suggest staying offline at least for the next 8 hours. I wouldn't jump on your phone after this. Just let your biochemistry reset. And integrating the luminous egg, your entire system, and all of consciousness. Beautiful. Devi therapy coming in as an auxiliary therapist to say, hey, I'm sure some of this was in the psyche, in the mental, emotional body, was psychologically programmed. So, hey, let me work with that for a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. Beautiful. Now dropping into infinite grace. Swan medicine is the precursor to infinite grace. What is infinite grace? It's you in the unified field. It reflects you. It says, I am you, unified, whole, grace-filled, infinite. Infinite grace primarily reflects the love that you are. Swan medicine adding the inner beauty. Angels of abundance, Adding prosperity and abundance in abundance. I just made a joke. Just abundance, lavishing abundance in abundance in abundance within this conclusion of an amazing request that I never thought would go this way. But of course it is. We asked for it. This is a night of manifestation. What did it give us? A tool of manifestation you can use. And I tell you, the last time this happened, it was magnificent. It came in a very innocent request, just like tonight, a last minute session pointed at Minneapolis, because Minneapolis was going through a really trial period that was reflecting to the world of what it means to come into unity and support the injustice of their neighbors. And so we did a simple session, and it turned into something called the love compass, when you request innocently. And so this innocent request turned into something that is so much more than you think. It's a very simple thing. It's easy to toss this in your pile of experiences and say, I'm never going to revisit this. But every time you have a wish of what you want to manifest and you're wondering how to resolve it, I hope this session pops up for you. And I hope you use it. It's going to end up being just an hour of your time. And who can't give an hour of resolution to something that's truly bothering you? And I'm going to reinforce the specificity of your request should be one thing at a time. That's where it works best. If you have this long string of generalities, it's going to answer generally. The more specific you are, the more specific it's going to answer. That's the secret to this manifesting booster, this amplification of what it is that you need. It's going to bring you Lionsgate every time you play this. Isn't that magnificent? Gratitude doesn't even cut it here. So that's a part of the infinite love, the gratitude for you, for your request that created, for the alignment, for the magnification, for the abundance angels, for the angel that came into your spine, for the heart, for the grid that's been created, for the dynamic of this group joining together with innocent hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So love pouring forth now from your heart to all hearts, from all hearts to your heart, from the universe to you. From the Sirius star, from the sun, from the moon, from Mother, Source, from the earth, elementals, holding, nurturing. Angel Jophiel, special gift here. And usually I see exactly what she's offering. This is in accordance to the sacred geometric grid. It's sprinkles of pure potential. So whatever you ask for, she's adding these seeds, these crystals, these lights, these water droplets of flow, just rippling through your system to manifest what it is you asked for. Thank you, Angel Jophiel. Always adding a special gift. Special gift. So gratitude to her, gratitude to you, gratitude for what you requested, and the answer you received. Rippling out gratitude into your field, all those that you are connected to, may they receive in abundance the gratitude and love that you received here, rippling out to the planet automatically. I don't say this enough because it's literally built into the fabric of every time we meet. The earthwork we're doing is automatically rippling to the whole world. We don't need to say it because it's automatically happening. This is earthwork. So thank you for that. What you asked for automatically transmits, broadcasts into the greater field. So everyone automatically benefits. So there's no need to ask for that. It's already happening. Get personal. And when you get personal, you recognize you're a part of the greater field. And the deeper you go into your personal karmic history, the more that particular issue weakens. Thank you. Thank you. That is collective healing. That is how we change the world. That is energetic activism. May there be more. Coming into our closing prayer. We want to again send our love and gratitude to the people in our lives who support us. Send our love and gratitude to the world, to life that supports us, regardless of how we feel about it at this time. It is alive. Gaia is alive. She's disconnected. She's in flames, just like we are. We're coming together. We're remembering. And as we remember the connection, she supports us. We support her. It's win, win, win. Thank you, Mother Earth. Sending gratitude to the mystical, metaphysical, wondrous, glorious, divine beings joining together in support. The light returns. The great star rises. From this long night of forgetting, we awaken. This is the time of remembrance. So we call back the truth that lives within our bones, that ancient calling, older than fear, older than this illusion, deeper than time. This was a release, a manifesting of what no longer serves. Shed the illusion, the doubt, supported by Lionsgate team, by your team, by the great source. We end with a prayer that literally translates, may we be freed. May we go from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. May there be peace and freedom on earth. May we remember our peace and freedom as a part of that growth. Om Asatoma Sakamiya Tamasoma Jyotirgamiya Yutramam Tramgamiya Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Om Shri Guryo Namaha Hari Om. Taking a deep breath, bringing up and out of the space of grace, bowing my head in gratitude and love, landing you gently back into your bodies. The angels regretfully leaving. There we go. It is done. It is complete. So it is, so it is, so it is. Remember, be the light, be the love, be filled with gratitude. You are loved. Good night, everybody.